All right, there we go. See how nice, easy that transition.
That was a
Wow,
way better transition than what
exactly.
we normally do.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Hey, happy Christmas Eve! Oh, I got an echo here.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. Man, there it is. All right. Hey, happy Christmas Eve, Groove Nation. Welcome to Tech Talk Thursday. We're doing a little bit of a special Christmas Eve edition today. We just want to kind of jump in, say hi, say hope everybody's doing great this holiday season. And we know that it is family time, so we're going to try to keep it a little bit short. Yeah. And just want to say hi to everybody.
Listen, I've had like this explosion in I've been joining into that Clubhouse stuff, so I kind of got sucked in. Like, it's been amazing. I don't know how many of you all have done or got into the Clubhouse. You have to have that invite and whatever. So shout outs to Tuan for giving me his invite. But
is it Kathy Walls?
At Kathy Walls, yeah. Right. Hey Rob, how you doing? Yeah. So listen, guys, a lot of people. I mean, Clubhouse is getting smacked from some of the people at on Facebook, but this thing is like, if you miss live events and learning from people and whatever, this is the place for you. Because I jumped on in a room this morning and we were just talking, and out of the blue, Myron Golden pops in. And if you all don't know Myron Golden, you should, because this guy is brilliant. And he just like, hey, I just got done eating breakfast, so here I am, and I just thought I'd pop in and see what's up. And they're like, he goes, only have 5 minutes because I'm on my way home to do a podcast. And so he starts, I'm like taking notes, and Rob knows I'm like the worst, because I'll grab a piece of paper and envelope, whatever I can, whatever's close. And I'm just rapid fire writing down. I wish I would have known shorthand, right? So I can do
you need like a, what do they call in the court? Stenographer,
yes.
Just to sit there like, pow, pow, pow,
yeah. It was crazy. So Myron Golden is like, I got 5 minutes. And then we're like, holy smokes, dropping fire. And then I thought, okay, once I start listening, though, you don't have to participate. You can just listen. And that's what I love about this thing. But the more you participate, the more you get up in the algorithm, the more, invites that you can end up having to bring in people. So, well, I jump off this call because Myron jumps off, but then I thought, okay, I'm going to run to the bank. I'm not going to get sucked in. And what happens? I jump out of that room. I go put on my shoes. I open up the Clubhouse app because I get this notification of something. And there's Myron Golden in another room. On the podcast, the guy who was doing it has a room and he has a podcast. So he was streaming it to 3 different places. And I literally, for 30 minutes, took 4 pages of notes.
That's awesome. Very, very cool.
You can't get that kind of training for free anywhere.
So that's the biggest thing right now that I noticed. So I am an Android user, right? So It has been a challenge for me to get on this thing. And it was funny. I have 3 iPads that I have access to. I had an old phone. I mean, I was trying everything, and the problem is it needs the latest software. So I finally found an old iPhone 7 that we had. It was cracked all hell. Didn't work. It worked and powered up. I got it running. It said, do you want to do an update? I did. Yes, did an update. And then the whole phone locked up. So now I'm scrambling again, but I confiscated another iPad from somebody. And
yeah, it's only on iPhones and the iOS 13 and up.
Yeah.
And I don't know much about that, but except for I have a new iPhone, so I knew I was in the clear.
Oh yeah, you're definitely good. So, but it's my wife's on it now, so it's actually kind of cool. So,
is she?
Yep. So I got her an invite, and then so they're figuring out now how to do an invite all the way around their whole.
Yeah, she needs to find me, so that way I can find her too. So
yep.
Yeah. So guys, the thing is Clubhouse. If you see it, you're probably getting tired of hearing about it, but it really, really is an amazing thing because not only that, I'm working and I have my earbuds in. I haven't been able to spend a lot of time on it because we have family staying with us. So, and I don't want to be taken away, but I was trying to get on this before we had family time, and we're in the middle of card games, and I get notifications on my post that I put up there was like, well, shit, I need an invite, right? Alicia Little, she's trying to help me out. Tuan, I had several people trying to help me out. I snuck away to the bathroom with my phone, which is odd because I don't ever take my phone in there. And they knew something was up. They knew something was up the moment I took my phone. And I'm like, got my invite and I'm in and I'm just kind of quickly setting things up. And then Tuan's like, hey, let's jump in on a room and I can kind of give you the lowdown because I knew nothing really about it. Yeah. Or you can learn lots of stuff. And it's not all just marketing. It's people there's celebrities on this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin Hart, Myron Golden come in and I was like, I am just like,
especially now, like now is the time to get in because it is definitely still new. If you look at the number of downloads,
old, I think.
Yeah, it's very new, but it's one of those things that's starting to catch fire, and it's be interesting to see if it keeps rolling the way it does. But it's like having unfettered access to people that you are normally way off limits, and not even way off, but just like if you want an hour of their time, you're paying out the wazoo to get it. Right. And now you're here, you actually have the opportunity to actually ask them a question and they can actually talk right back to you.
Right.
So it's a very interesting, it reminds me of
as well. You can broaden your circle. And that's what I've done. I've been on it literally maybe 2 days and I already have like 100 followers and I haven't done anything except for, joined in and asked some questions and you get moved up into the speaker panel and then people are able to see who's there and you can click on the bios and see who's there. I know that one person was in there dropping a lot of value of Julie Stowen and Kathy Olson. They're the Funnel Gorgeous people. And she's like, they were like, well, where can I find your thing? And she asked the owner of the group, the page, do you want me to say it? And they're like, yeah. So she had this free whatever. She says the .com, and overnight she had 90 hits and downloads of the free product. Dang. So that's how powerful this platform is right now, where you just go in and it's only audio. So you're not on camera. So you can put your earbuds in, you can be running around or working or whatever. So it's like a podcast, but only audio.
Yeah. Yeah. It reminds me of back in the day where you had the party lines.
Yeah.
Like everybody called up. It was back in high school. I remember that. Everybody had
party line. And I'm like, well, kind of, but you can have multiple speakers and you can have multiple listeners and then, stuff like that. So it's really, really an interesting thing to see and an amazing concept.
Yeah.
And then if you're active, you can open up your own club inside the clubhouse and you can, do your weekly things in there or whatever. But it takes a little bit to get to that.
It's definitely, I was looking a lot. It definitely rewards participation, rewards action. The more active you are there, the more you get invites, because one of the things is if you don't know what Clubhouse is, it's a new app, not a new app, but it's basically just another social media platform that's starting to really explode. But it's one of those things, it definitely rewards participation. You only get one invite and you can actually earn more invites by doing other admin type things, or not even just participation type things.
Yes.
Creating a room, being an admin in there, speaking.
Yeah. Asking questions. And sometimes I don't know how many of y'all know who Perry Belcher is, but he's super successful in the marketing world. And then Kevin Nations, he's good. He's like a sales guy. So they were in a group and he started a room, Perry did, and they had that running for over 24 hours. And he would just add different moderators in there. So if you went up to speak, he would add you as a moderator every once in a while. So that way he had extra because he wanted to make it the longest running room
Oh, Clubhouse.
So they did it overnight. I mean, I was listening to it at 10 o'clock at night. I wake up at 6:30 in the morning, and I had a notification pop up, and the same room was going. And I thought, wow.
Dang.
And I seen where Galen Ferguson said, I'm going to bed after moderating for 7 hours, right? So it was crazy that they kept that going. But the thing is you have these people that are in this industry that can answer questions for you. You raise your hand, you ask the question, you're going to get answers from multiple people. They have rooms for, health and wellness, or if you like the NBA, they had a room on NBA drafts and all that stuff, and so you could start a room literally on anything, and chances are there's something already running on that you can join. So it's not just work, it's everything.
Yeah. I've got the iPad is still, all right, I'm at like 4%. So, all right, cool. So I'll be actually getting on there a little bit later and stuff. Because I was on there probably for about 2 hours yesterday.
So I'm helping Angie Norris right now. She's got the Purpose Project, where it's more of a self-care and a self-help room. And she made me a co-host with several other people in there, because it's once a day. She goes, everybody's going to go live, and we're going to talk about specific personal development stuff. And that right there, I mean, what that did was it brought me into a moderator status, and then it also brought me into an admin status, so it'll help my algorithm. So that way, whenever folks like you want to get in and you don't have an invite, we'll have extra invites to do that with.
Yep.
Also, I was in a room last night that had Anthony and Adrian Morrison in it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. To have access to some of those people.
It was crazy. Huh. So I love it because I love learning, and I love it because I don't have to be on camera. And then I love it because I can just be a fly on the wall. If I don't want to do anything but listen, and then if I hear something I want to hear, then, I stop, and it's not recorded. So if you're not there, you don't get any of it.
That's it. I'm curious if that's going to ever change. But I think that's one of the allures of it, is that it's a big FOMO thing, right? It's like you don't want to miss out.
You have to be there. You have to be present. And I think that's what's even better. You have to be present in order to benefit.
Yeah. Yep. Huh. Yeah, it's definitely a pretty cool thing. I'm looking forward to definitely checking it out a little bit more. I was on it, like I said, I was on it for about 2 hours, and then it went away.
And it goes by so fast, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can sit there, and I don't like listening to podcasts. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like listening to podcasts, because it's almost like it's either one person with the conversing, or just telling us stories or whatever, or they have, just like you and me, right? They have just the two voices, and you can't participate, or there's no interaction. With this, there is. So that's what really got me is, and I hate to say it, I don't like listening to podcasts. I could do a podcast.
Yeah. But it's better to be able to participate too, because it's how many times on a podcast where you listen and you want to ask that question, right? Or they say something, it's like, oh man, it'd be cool if I get some clarification on that, and you just can't.
Exactly.
But having the opportunity to actually do that is for sure really, really cool.
Right. So. Yeah, totally love it. So anyhow, that's our Clubhouse experience so far. I'm still a noob at it. I'm still learning, but if you have any questions, you can definitely ask them at any time, and hopefully I can answer them. If I can't, I know that I've noticed that there was like 3 pop-up groups so far in our marketing circle of people that are teaching and stuff on the Clubhouse thing. So also you can put links in your bio, but they're not clickable. And then the only attachment, like for clickable links, is Twitter and Instagram. Of course, the 2 platforms that I don't use.
Yeah, exactly.
I have an Instagram. I just haven't used it, right? I probably have a Twitter just because my kids set one up for me 100 years ago. I don't even think I've used it. So, yeah. So I'm going to have to get a little bit fluent in that. So that way, if somebody wants to find me, they're able to do so.
Yeah, it kind of forces the hand on that as well. Because same thing, I've got a Twitter account just the way the comms are in one of the workout groups I'm in. That's the only thing they use. So I don't really use Twitter, but yeah, now it's like I have to use Twitter. I got to start using Instagram, which Instagram was on my list that was on my next year's list. I mean, it was getting started, and I'm going to start getting nothing up. So that's
what's nice. You know, we know some Instagram people. We have Michelle Gilward Webb. She is an Instagram queen. So just right off the bat, she's here in the group, but maybe we can have her in here and she can do a little training on some Instagram next year.
That'd be absolutely that would be awesome. I know that in my other group, Trish and Ruth actually had a call with her last week. So I think that's what they're trying to set up too, is do some kind of exchange training. So it's definitely, like I said, it's one of the awesome things about the group, right? There's so many resources in there.
Right. Yeah. So Christmas for everybody. That's tomorrow. It's Christmas Eve. I got a picture first thing yesterday morning, Christmas Eve, because they're excited to, even the adult children are excited to open up their presents. They're in there trying to rearrange the tree like they're 12.
Oh, yeah.
So Christmas, we're not going to go live tomorrow. We're going to give everybody that day. And we figured today, if we had anybody on, we'd be surprised. And I see that we have a couple hanging out with us now, just on Facebook, and I don't know how many on YouTube, but guys, we appreciate every single one of you. Man, this has been a crazy but awesome year.
It really has. It has been so much up, so much down. Overall, it's been a great year. I know that the world is in a bunch of shit right now, but I mean, overall, things could have definitely been a lot worse. But I'm hugely grateful for the stuff that's gone this year, for the connections I've made, for the people I've met, for a lot of things. And actually, awesome, we are also still on the leaderboard at there it is, number. There it is, still number 2, right here, hanging in there. Yes, Groove Nation. So there's actually going to be, you guys know, there's a big push to there's going to be another webinar next
Tuesday.
So make sure you guys go ahead and get signed up. You go to groovemags.com, you get signed up there. You can also go to, of course, I don't have the other link up here. That's fantastic. Hang on a minute. I'll get it in here.
I think there's some new names on that list, isn't there?
There you go. You go to Fast Start Lab. You can go ahead and sign up for the webinar for next Tuesday. I'll drop the link in here too. Go ahead and sign up for that if you guys get a chance and you actually like. Let me get this off here. That's going to jack up. There we go. So yeah, if you guys definitely click on that link, go ahead and get registered for the webinar. Like I said, it's gonna be live next Tuesday. If you decide to take them up on the Fast Start offer and you come in through our link, you do get a list of all of our bonuses, and you can see that list on the Groove Nation page. And we'll go ahead and probably post we'll do another presentation about it probably on Monday.
Yeah,
so you guys we'll go over all the bonuses and stuff again.
Yeah, so we're going to leave you alone over the weekend. We figured it'd be
enjoy your family, enjoy the holiday.
Yeah, busy weekend for everybody. And those that don't celebrate Christmas, take this time to, reflect on the year, or if you're hammering down a project, keep hammering away. Yep. We will be checking our group to make sure. If you have any questions, feel free to drop those down. Because we can still get to those, but I think we're going to pause the lives until Monday.
Give everybody a break to kind of just have some good fam time. So
yeah,
all right, absolutely awesome. So, guys, have a great holiday season, and we'll see you back here on Monday. All right,
see ya.
Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Merry Christmas.